Good morning, girls. Girls, let us continue with the chapter Polynomials. I started the introduction part. Then I told you the different kinds of polynomial. I also told you what is a monomial, binomial, trinomial, and we also discussed the linear polynomial, quadratic, and cubic polynomial with proper examples. So I hope you have understood all those topics and you have completed the exercise 2.1. And still, if you have any queries or any questions or doubts, you can ask me. Right now, today I am going to tell you about two more polynomials which I couldn't discuss yesterday, and those are constant polynomials and the zero polynomial. Okay, now we have done linear, quadratic, and cubic. We now have a constant polynomial. Suppose I write a polynomial 2, right? Or if I write a polynomial 5, or if I write minus 5, these are all constants and these are all polynomials. Now the degree of the constant polynomial is 0. Okay, what did I say? The constant polynomials are those polynomials which have the numbers, right? These are all numerals. Now, what is the degree of this constant polynomial? I can write 2 as 2x raised to the power of 0. I can write 5 as 5a raised to the power of 0. I can write minus 5 as minus 5y raised to the power of 0, because you all know that according to the law of exponents, x to the power of 0 is 1, or a to the power of 0 is equal to 1, or y to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Therefore, if you write this, if you expand this, you will write 2 into 1, you will get the answer 2. So it is said that the degree of the constant polynomial is 0. Okay, then zero polynomial. Zero polynomial means 0, and the degree of the zero polynomial is not defined. Okay, so once again, constant polynomial means any number like 2 or 5 or minus 5. Then if you want to know what is the degree of this polynomial, we can write 2 as 2x to the power of 0 or 5a raised to the power of 0. And since the degree is the power, the highest power, and therefore the degree of the constant polynomial will be 0. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. And for the 0, or if the polynomial is 0, then the degree of this 0 polynomial is not defined. Okay, so these are also types of polynomials: 0 polynomial and constant polynomials. Now today we are going to study the zeros of the polynomial. How to find the zeros of the polynomial, right? So if I take an example, a polynomial px, we denote polynomial by p or q with the variable inside it. Whichever variable inside it is written means the polynomial is in those variables, like 2x plus 6, right? This is a polynomial in x, so we write px. If there is a polynomial in y, it will be 2y plus 6. So understood? Polynomial in x, suppose we take up 2x plus 6. Now let us assume 2-3 values of x and substitute here. Let us take x is equal to 1. This is, I am assuming, you can assume some other value also. So p1, why p1? Because in place of x I am now going to substitute 1. So therefore 2 into 1 plus 6, which will give you 2 plus 6, that is 8. Okay, I now assume x is equal to 2. So I will write p2 equals to 2 into 2 plus 6, which is 4 plus 6 equals to 10. Right? Now one more value I will assume, and that value will be x equal to minus 3. Okay, x equals to minus 3. So when I assume x equal to minus 3 and I write p of minus 3 equals to 2 into minus 3 plus 6, which will be minus 6 plus 6 is equal to 0. So I have assumed three values of x, 1, 2 and minus 3. Now what? When I look at the answers of these three solutions, here I get 8, here I get 10, but here I get 0. So this value of x is called the 0 of the polynomial. Okay, so what is the 0 of the polynomial? If any polynomial is given to you and if you substitute the value of that variable, it can be 1 or 2 or 0 or 3 or minus 3, anything, and in all those answers, in whichever value we get 0, that particular value will be termed as 0 of the polynomial. So in this case, for this particular polynomial, minus 3 is the 0 of this given polynomial. Why? Because when I substitute minus 3, I get 0. Okay, so this is the meaning of the zeros of the polynomial. So a polynomial is given px, which is equal to 2x plus 6, a polynomial in x. I first substitute x is equal to 1 and here I get the answer 8. When I substitute x is equal to 2, I get the answer 10. And when I substitute x is equal to minus 3, I get the answer 0. So that means x is equal to minus 3 is the 0 of this given polynomial. I hope you've understood. Let us take one more example. I'm rubbing this and I will send you the examples and the explanation of this topic in 2-3 pages. Right? I will send you the pics of those pages. Let us take qy equals to minus 4 plus 2y. This is a polynomial in y, right? Q, a polynomial in y written as minus 4 plus 2y. Now you all can think of which value of y should I substitute here so that I get 0. So I will first, let us take it as y equals to 1. If I take y is equal to 1, it will be q1 and minus 4 plus 2 into 1, and that will be minus 4 plus 2, which will give you minus 2. So when I substitute 1, I get minus 2. Now I substitute 2. Okay, I substitute 2. So for y, that is here I write q2. So I get minus 4 plus 2 into 2. So minus 4 plus 4 will give me 0. Fine. So therefore, what is happening? When I substitute y is equal to 2, I am getting the answer 0. So for this given polynomial, the 0 of this given polynomial is equal to 2. Fine. Why 2? Because when I substitute 2 here, I get the answer 0. So this is the meaning of the 0 of the given polynomial. So in the exercise 2.2, you have questions on the zeros of the polynomial, right? So when I look at the exercise 2.2, in the first question, they have given you a polynomial 5x minus 4x square plus 3, right? They are asking you find the value of the polynomial. Means in the first case they are writing x is equal to 0. So you will substitute 0 in this given polynomial and find the answer. In the second case they are asking you x is as minus 1. Substitute minus 1 here and you will get the answer. Whatever answer you get, you can write it down. And in the third case, you will write x is equal to 2 and for x equal to 2 you substitute here and you will get the answer. And do you know how to substitute? 5 into 0, suppose I take this one, minus 4 into 0 and plus 3. When you solve this you get the answer as plus 3. So this is a substitution method, and whichever expression is given to you or whichever polynomial is given to you, you will substitute these values and find 3 different answers. Similarly, in question number 2, they are asking you to find the value of the given polynomial for 0 and 1 and 2. When you will go through this exercise, you will come to know what you have to do. This is easy. Then in question number 3, they have given you an expression along with the variable of the variable's value. That is, if the variable px is given, and with px they have given you the answer 3x plus 1, and they are given the value of x as minus 1 by 3. So when you substitute this in this given equation, and if you get the answer 0, you will say yes, this is the 0 of the given polynomial. Okay. Similarly, you can do question number 4 also, in which the polynomial is given and you will then find out the 0 of the polynomial in each of the following cases. So zeros of the polynomial means that particular value of the variable which when substituted in the given polynomial you get the answer 0. So based on this explanation today, you are going to complete the exercise 2.2 and ask me all your doubts and queries. You can send it on my WhatsApp number and I will give you the solutions. But see that you listen to my audio, video and complete your work. Okay? Then we'll continue tomorrow. Thank you.